Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm going to show you how to crochet this raglan top, so let's get right into it. So the first thing is you got to gather your supplies. I'm using this yarn. It is dreamy and creamy and I love it so much. And this is just another skein of it. I have about 10 in total, but I'm only probably going to need 2. Then I have my 5mm crochet hook, some scissors, and you're going to need 4 markers. I'm going to use yarn because I don't have markers. So I'm just going to cut up the yarn into like these 4 strands just like so that we can get it started. Now I'm going to make a loop, place my crochet hook on through the loop, and I'm going to chain 70. I did get inspired or I did learn how to do this, and I mentioned it previously, how I learned to do this raglan design. But after you do that, you're going to make sure it fits around your neck, just like so, because this is how we want to start off. We want to make sure that our chains are facing the braided side, and then we're going to put our work in a triangle like this. I'm going to do 70 divided by 3, which is going to give me 23. So I'm going to count till I hit 23 and place my marker there. This is because we want to make like 3 different sections for our top. And then I'm going to count the other side all the way to 23, and then I'm going to place my second marker there, just like so. And once I've done that, we're then going to count 8 stitches from the second marker. So I'm going to count 8 and then place my third marker there, just like so. And then I am going to, I'm also recording this really late, it's 11:23. Anyways, then we're going to do the other side, count 8 stitches away from that marker and place it in there. I did 70 divided by 3 because I know I need 3 major sections. The 3 major sections are here, the back, and then back at the front. Okay, those are 3 major sections. So what I got was 23. 70 divided by 3 got 23. So I counted from my beginning all the way till I hit 23, and then I placed a marker there. Then I did the other side. I went all the way down, hit 23, placed a marker there. And then we have to add a second marker. So what I did was I counted 8 from this marker, and it brought me to this marker. And then I did from this marker, I counted 8 up, and it brought me to that marker. So these are where we are doing our increases, and I'll show you that next. You're going to start off by preparing to make a double crochet stitch into all of the chains. So you're going to go under 2 loops or 2 strands, just like so. Then you're going to bring that yarn forward. You're going to wrap the yarn around your hook, pull through 2 loops, just like so. And then you're going to wrap the yarn around your hook again and pull through another 2 loops. You're going to continue making double crochet stitches, so underneath those 2 loops, you're going to bring that yarn forward, wrap it around your hook again, pull through those 2 loops, wrap it around, and pull through those 2 loops. So I will meet you once we hit our first marker. Now that I'm at the first marker, I'm going to make a double crochet stitch, just like we have been making. And then we are going to chain 1. This is going to help make like this increases that we need for the raglan design. And then we're going to go in the same spot and make another double crochet stitch. And then we're going to wrap that yarn around and pull through the 2 loops. Then you just keep working the chains, making double crochet stitches. So jump over the marker and just keep making those. And then I will also meet you back once we hit the second marker to show you. It's the same step, but I'll show you again. Now that we are at the second marker, we're going to go in there, make a double crochet stitch, and then we are going to chain 1 and then make another double crochet stitch into the same spot that our marker is at. And then after that, we go continue until we hit the other markers. So you repeat this really on and on and on. Your piece should be looking like this, which is perfect. And then for the second row, we're going to turn our work around and we're going to make our double crochet stitch. So you could pull the yarn a bit, wrap the yarn around your hook, go into the top of the stitch, and then just repeat the double crochet stitch method, and then continue that until you hit the next marker. Now once you're here at the marker, we have like a V shape, so you want to do that double crochet stitch on the top of that V, And then you're going to go into the middle of the V area, which is what we did the last row, our double crochet stitch, a chain. That's where we're at right now. Then we're going to chain one, just like we did the first row, and then wrap the yarn around again and go into the same spot again. So every time we hit that V, or every time we hit our marker area, we are going to do a double crochet stitch, chain one, and then another double crochet stitch, and then just keep making double crochet stitches into every spot that needs one. That's basically the remedy. So again, we've hit our next marker. There's a V that we just made in the previous row. We're going to make our double crochet stitch on the top of the last stitch, and then we will make our double crochet stitch in the middle of the V area. You will see in your piece, but just like so. And then you're going to also chain one and then make another double crochet stitch. And then you will make, so once we go right in through there, and then we will make another double crochet stitch. Sometimes it may seem that we've done the full row, but if you see any slants toward the end like this, we haven't. So you want to make sure that you're going always at the very edge of the row. Make sure we get the full stitches. Okay, just a little tip in case you're new to crocheting. Then once you are done that, your piece should be looking similar like this, which is perfect. And basically repeat. Very slowly but surely, these are starting to peek open, and that's what we want for the raglan. So I'm gonna have to be doing a lot of rows because I picked a very thin yarn, but I'm just gonna keep going and going and going and going until this fits at my desired length, and that's where I'll meet you guys at. And still doing my increases here for the raglan design, so I'm just gonna keep going. I currently have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 rows. On the top part of my top, I just cut off the yarn because I have to wind up some more, but I have 17 rows here, and then this is like my arm area here. So now I'm going to show you guys how to do the rest of the base, and it's super easy, so let's get into it. Okay, now we are going to prepare to make our armhole area, so let's get into it. If you're like me and you ran out of yarn, I'm going to turn my work upside down, and I'm going to open up the last stitch that I had there, and I'm going to leave 2 loops on my hook, and then I'm going to add some more yarn. So I'm going to place the yarn on my hook and pull through those 2 loops, and then I'm going to turn my work back the other way so that I can start crocheting the correct way. Now I'm going to make my double crochet stitch all the way until I hit the armhole area, or where the raglan design area is, right here. So I'm going to crochet until I get to there. Once I am there, I am then going to need to make this armhole area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my work upside down once again, and then we are going to make chains for these armholes. So I'm going to make a total of 16 chains. So just like so, you're going to wrap that yarn around your hook and pull through the loop to make our chains, and attach it across to the back of the top with a slip stitch. So just like so, and then you pull it through that one loop, and then you can continue making double crochet stitches around the back of the top, because we're literally kind of working in a circle. So I'm going to do my double crochet stitches all the way and meet you once we hit the other arm area hole, so just right here where that raglan design kind of starts. So now that I am there, I'm going to do what I did to the other arm area, and I'm going to make my 16 chains, and then I'm going to attach it to the front of the top by making a slip stitch. So we started here, and then we did our double crochet stitches, and then we chained 16, and then we did the back with our double crochet stitches, and then we met here, chained another 16, attached it, and then we made our double crochet stitches, and now we're here. So literally now all you're going to do is double crochet stitches around and around and around until you hit the length of how long you want your top. So for example, we are here. I'm going to turn my work upside down. I'm going to do is do my double crochet stitches, I have finished the front double crochets, and now I have to go on my chains, because now we're not doing this area here, we're just going on these chains and then going here. So what I'm going to do is wrap the yarn around my hook, and you want to make sure that the chains are facing like the braided side. It's kind of hard with my yarn, but this is the correct way. This loopy bumpy way is not, so we want to see the braids. Go under 2 loops, just like so, and I'm going to make my double crochet stitch. And you just want to make sure that it's all facing the right way, because we don't want these chains to be tangled. And you also want to make sure that the number of chains you made is how many double crochet stitches you end up with. So I should end up with 16 double crochet stitches. Now I've done my double crochet stitches on my chains. You can see that nothing is tangled, which is perfect. And then I'm just going to finish that off, and then right away you go back into the back area, and then you just keep going until you hit the other chains on the opposite armhole area, and then you do the exact same thing. So right now we're here. I'm going to go all the way to the back, bum bum bum. Then I'm going to do my double crochet stitches over these chains, and then I'm going to go here, and then done, and we go turn our work around, do the whole thing again, double crochet stitches over, and you'll see that it's very simple. And actually it's a very soothing project, because it's simple enough to just like keep going, but obviously it takes time, especially if you use like a thinner yarn. Turn out beautiful. So I'll meet you guys back once I have the length of my top done, and I'll tell you how long I did my top. Yay, so now my top is at the height that I want it to be at. So now it's time to add our strings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take the top corner of the front of my top. I'm going to poke my crochet hook through, wrap the yarn around my hook, pull it through the panel, and then I'm going to make chains. Once again, I'm going to make 40 chains for my strings. You can make yours longer or shorter. And then we're going to make single crochet stitches in the chain. So you're going to go under 2 loops, wrap the yarn around your hook, pull it forward, and then you're going to wrap the yarn around your hook and pull through those 2 loops. So you're going to do that for the string area. I want my strings to not be too chunky, so that's why I'm going with this stitch. And then when I have to attach it back to like the front panel, I'm just going to make a slip stitch just so that everything is back together and secure, and then snip that off. And then I'm going to make more strings, and I'm going to spread out my strings every 12 rows, so you can choose that as well. And then we're done, and look at it, it's so cute. I'm trying to make basics, but I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Like it, subscribe, and catch you later.